2021 Super Nautique GS20. This is in a tungsten gray hull bottom, mystic white forward and deck striping, with an anthracite main stripe with gold Chromax lettering, looking super sharp. We've got the anthracite flight control tower on here, and just a classy colorway on this GS20, inside and out. You can see up front we've got the docking lights on, nav lights up there as well. We've thrown 30% window tint on that windshield. Also has a pair of the 880 tower speakers from JL, a set of rotating board racks in the Nautique Bimini. But this thing looks awesome. Let's hop inside, go through all the features and some of the improvements they've done for 2021. And we'll check out some running footage as well. Let's check it out. All right, we are inside the 2021 GS20. Let's go through the colors. We've got Sahara Sand as our main vinyl and seat boxing on this. Let's go through this back panel. And then we have as our accent the new Anthracite Soft Max material with that cool texture to it. We also have the Anthracite Soft Max piping. We have Mystic White Soft Max as our texture vinyl. It's kind of hard to see it. I don't know if this focuses, but that's kind of that same like snakeskin, I don't know what to call it. You can see it a little better on this. Kind of that same exact texture, but in the white. And then we have tungsten gray stitching and mocha brown sea deck. I think this is a really sharp, classy boat. The lighter color on the seats will be less hot in the sun, but super easy to keep it clean. And I think this is gonna look good for a long time. This ain't going out of style. Let's go ahead and go through the interior. We have our sea deck platform. We also have the rear facing seats on the transom of our GS20 with this nice walkthrough on down into the interior. We also have these nice step pads that run around the sun pad of the boat, so you can get in and out of this thing from the dock without stepping on vinyl, and you always have something grippy to step on. Stepping down into the boat, there's also a step here. A removable seat cushion can go in there, which I have stowed elsewhere, but that is with the boat. Before I hop down inside, let's take a quick look at our flight control tower. This is in the anthracite finish, so it's got that cool like sheen to it. We have the standard rotating board racks on here. Those are fully coated, no goofy liners to come unpeeled from the inside. Keeps your board protected as well. And then JL 880 MX tower speakers, big boys with the down lighting and the covers on them. Obviously got Nautique Bimini option on here with the surf pockets on the roof, which you can't see right now. This thing will flip open. It has two surf pockets. This also has Nautique awareness camera option on the tower. Let's step down. On the walkthrough, we do have the pop-up ski pylon. Locks back down in place when you're done. If I could open that. All our ballast on the GS is subfloor, so you get a ton of storage space on either corner. Everything's sea deck lined for quick dry if you put any wet gear down in there. This boat's equipped with the CR4. It's 400 horsepower, 6 liter for 2021. These are closed cooled, so you can see the heat exchanger and coolant back there. But great motor on the GS. Plenty of power. I mean, this is a 20-foot boat, 1,850 pounds of ballast. That motor is going to handle it just fine. If you're pulling skiers, it'll rip them up out of the water. Super quick. Awesome setup for the GS. Down inside the boat, on our starboard side, we have trash can. Flip up the back seat. We also have a cooler. Insulated. Matches the Chromax and SeaDeck in the boat. Cool little touch there. Both of those are self-supporting seat hinges. Same with on our port side. Where you can see, hey, I'm going to load my ski in here. You don't have a loose seat cushion to throw to the side while you load your gear in and out. This one we've also set up with the integrated battery charger. So you just run your extension cord straight into the boat. No messing with taking the battery covers off, as you can see, and hooking anything up to the terminals. It's all pre-wired, easy maintenance. Push all that down. Let's go ahead and flip up our love seat, where we have even more storage. You can see here's that seat cushion I was talking about earlier. We also have the air dam stowed behind here. We kind of slide everything nicely out of the way. It's a nice little GS hack you've got there. Nice storage compartment and space in there. Your subwoofer and amps mount up in the front. Also have the fire extinguisher in there. Everything fits together pretty tight on these seats. They've done a good job with a tight fit and finish. Everything is dialed. In the glove box, got a storage tray here, storage tray on the left. Got our heated love seat toggle right here and all the different hookups for music and chargers, with our JL head unit hiding behind the cover right there. Also have a window to the front. And before I float into the shoreline, I'm gonna go ahead and fire up the boat while we go through the dash. Keyless ignition. Thing fires right up. You can see the awareness camera is on the screen when I'm in neutral. That stays on there until I hit like 7 miles an hour, and then it goes away. To start, we have this storage cubby. Obviously, I have my camera sitting there, but storage spot here. You have chargers up in the front. Got the phone holder on the left side, right there. Really cool how they pull the piping and the stitching onto the dash to match the rest of the boat. But everything stays nice and low, as you can see. We're sitting here in the dash. That screen is blocking none of my view over the bow. And the GS20, whether you're surfing, wakeboarding, doing whatever, stays really, really planted in terms of when it's planing and when you're underway pulling whatever water sport. So you have great visibility out of the windshield no matter what. But having that screen nice and low is great too. Now, you're gonna see a little bit of glare on the video, but with the naked eye, you don't see any of that. The screen has a nice matte finish to it, and super easy to read on a bright day or an overcast day like today. New for 2020 is this tandem spoke steering wheel. Comes with the hand wrapped leather, so this has a really nice premium feel and look to it, and the tandem spoke on here just kind of gives it that cool beefy look to that steering wheel. Link pan array screen obviously is all touch if you want it to be. All the different sub menus, you pretty much control everything except your bilge, blower, and nav lights and ignition through the screen. So your stereo, GoPro, manual ballast on and off, drain, fill, whatever you want to call it. We've got all our climate features on here and lighting. So this has the docking lights, the overhead lights and the speakers, and then just some interior courtesy lights. Again, heated seats, so the driver's side heater turns on through the screen. The other one is through the glove box, and then we also have the heater outlets on here. You have the defroster up top, and then these dual outlets down below that pop out on the hose. You also have the helm command over here on the right side, which allows you to navigate the screen just the same. I kind of like using the helm command because you got these quick keys for your music, volume, you have your rider presets, and you also have your speed adjustment on there. So I don't have to dig through menus or touch the screen to mess with those. I can just do it without even picking up my hand. Really, really cool upgrade that you may have seen if you've been watching any of the Paragon or new G23 features, but in our rider presets, you now just have this one menu that you pop up with the center button, or you touch up here in the top of the screen. There's no more sub-menu on this scroll wheel for presets. And in years prior, let's go ahead and just set this to wake surf. I'm not going to fill any ballast. So we're in wake surf mode. We used to have NCRS and NSS settings, two separate settings. And it honestly got kind of confusing for some people to know exactly what they should be seeing when they adjust the different settings. So if, say, they had their NSS at a 0 and a NCRS at a 5. Well, first off, what does that mean? Well, they've taken a lot of the confusion out of it because they melded those two settings into one setting. As you can see, I'm scrolling back and forth between 0 and 10. And that will modify the position of both the NCRS plate and the NSS plate to change the shape of the wave. So you can see at 0, that's going to be your longer and mellower face. And as we ramp it up to a 10, you're going to see that wave shape get taller and steeper. So a lot easier to modify the wake. Obviously you can go in and adjust your speed, anywhere, probably between 10.5 and 12 miles an hour. But you're still going to have that clean wake, and the boat is not going to let you mess it up. Probably went in way too much detail on that, but I think that's a really cool improvement for 2021. We have the big mirror coming up into the bow. Again, we have the air dam that slides in to block the wind. Nice open seating in the bow of the GS. Cup holders, grab handles, storage under the seats. You will see we have our fender pros with all the fenders attached underneath the seat here. GS20, I believe, has 4. Yeah, 4. So those clips for your fenders go there. And then our bow speakers that are option on with the sub. Pretty much covers all the features we've equipped on this GS20. Not a whole lot new for 2021, but awesome improvement with the new screen setup on the surf settings. We're gonna go ahead and fill some ballast, get some running footage. Stay tuned.
All right, running footage of the 2021 GS20. ZR4. Preston does have full ballast in it. Surf pipe popping out of the water. Gets a little bit of extra exhaust note, but as it comes by, nice and quiet. Get that gold chrome out. It looks good on this. NCRS plate in the middle really does a good job of keeping the boat pulled down. This full surf system on us. Give us a call, N3 Boatworks, for more information about Nautiques in this 2021 Super Nautique GS20.